Hi guys, so in our previous tutorial we have seen how to externalize our common property file using config server, and now in this tutorial we will learn if the git file will be modified, then how this modified value will reflect into config client. Let's start our implementation. First of all, we will again use start.spring.io to create our basic structure. Now we have to add the dependencies. Spring Web, Eureka Discovery Client, Actuator, and Config Client. Generate. Now we will extract it and import as a Maven project into our current workspace. So first of all, we have to annotate the main class with @enable Eureka client. After that we will provide the port. "9098" and application name. Then we will provide management endpoint web exposure dot include equal to star. So once we will provide this property into our application property, it will expose all the actuator related endpoint which we will need to refresh our property. Later we will discuss it again. Now we will create a controller class from where we will monitor our change file. Now we have to annotate it @REST controller. we already created this property in Git. We will try to access it from our controller, and later we will change this message, and we will try to get the change message without restarting our application. For that, we have to annotate it at the red value annotation. This is our key, whatever we have provided in Git. So this is our default message. If this message is not present into Git, or it will not able to fetch the message, then this default message will display. At the last, we have to create a bootstrap YML file where we will mention our config server path. Now we will start our config client. Previously, two services already registered in Eureka server. First one is config client, second one is config server. Now again we are starting another service named config client service. It should be registered itself into Eureka server. Once we will refresh the dashboard, we will see yes, our new server already registered. Now we will try to access our get message endpoint. Yeah, get message is displaying properly whatever we have defined into Git. Now we will change the value in Git. Value should be reflect in our client end also, but it will not reflect because we have to inform to our client that message already changed, you have to reload it. For that we have to use Postman, and we have to copy this URL and paste it here. And after this URL we have to give actuator and refresh, which we have exposed using this property value. Now we will send. It's taking some time. Yeah, so we are getting 200. Now we will try to hit get message again. Still not working. I have to check what's going on. I have to check the controller layer. Oh yeah, we have to annotate it. Refresh scope. So once we will provide the refresh scope, it will refresh the scope every time. Once the get message will call. Again we will stop our client and start. First of all, we will check our dashboard. Dashboard is showing in dashboard the service is registered properly. Now we will hit this one. Okay, so value has changed, but we have restarted the application. So now we will change the value into the Git and test it again. Is our implementation is working properly or not? So I have changed it as again. Now commit. So once committed, I refresh the endpoint, it's not reflected. Now I will trigger the actuator refresh endpoint and wait for the response. It's returning 200. Now we will check our get message endpoint. Yeah, again is coming properly. So by this way we can easily change our property value without restarting our application. Hope this tutorial is helpful to you and we will see in next tutorial. Thank you.